Hello guys, Shubham here. So nowadays many ROMs which are getting developed are focusing more on the user interface and user experience. Every ROM community is trying to attract the audience by giving some good amount of user interface and design. But behind all the rat race, they are forgetting that battery performance and all the other stuffs regarding performance are too important. So today again we are going to see such ROM which is called as the Ancient OS, which got some unique UI but somewhere lagging in the performance. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. So at the very first time, let's look toward the system information. So moving toward the setting, as you can see scrolling down bottom at the about phone section, you can see this type of interface. This is something OnePlus type of about phone section where you will get all the information regarding security patch, kernel and about all the other information such as what type of model is your Poco F1 and what variant it is. But shocking is that you will not get any type of Easter egg or anywhere mentioned as Android 11. Moving towards the system settings, you will get all the basic system settings such as setting up roles, accessibility settings which you get in all the other Android 11 ROMs and all the other stuff. Moving towards the developer option, all the developer options you can enable it and you don't need to tap on the build number to get access to it. So all the other developer options works pretty fine, and some 2 or 3 options are newly added to developer options too. Moving further, as I said there, it's nowhere Android 11 Easter egg can be seen. Also Android 11 is mentioned nowhere in the about phone section. So moving towards the customization section right here, somewhere tapping on this style you will get that the version of the Ancient OS, but again nowhere is written that Android 11 is the Android version. Moving further in the settings, you will see that you will get various type of styles, different types of wallpaper, and this is something new type of clock they have included, which is the C++ code itself. This is some fluid clock which is also something new, but personally this code clock is something I like the most. So this is about the system settings, and all the system settings works perfectly fine. Now let's move toward the customization sections of Ancient OS. Again heading back to the customization sections where we saw the version of the ROM, you will see this different type of UI in terms of blocks, where you will get all the type of setting whichever you want. This is something settings which is regarding to interface, and you will get all the other terms which you get in all the other different ROMs. These are some different type of themes then you can try. Sadly it doesn't have the transparent theme which look actually way too good, being simple. Accent color, where you can pick accent color whichever you want. Moving further, all the settings which are respect to changing color, accent, font style and everything else is present in this, and some small options are also present which can enhance your experience and you can completely tweak your device. Moving further is about status bar, where you can change various elements of the status bar. Scrolling down you will see a whole lot of options, and also this is something called as the Ancient OS logo. Enabling that you can keep any type of logo. Right now 3 are available, but maybe they will include much more in the future updates too. All the other options are present in this. Moving further is about notifications, where you will get this type of battery colors, but sadly Poco F1 doesn't support this LED lighting, so yes, you can't enable it. All the other options regarding notifications works perfectly fine, and each and every option is available. They didn't left any one of it. Vibrate on connect, vibrate on disconnect and all of the stuff. Going further in quick settings, you will get all the quick settings option, where you can just adjust the blur and opacity. Again in terms of quick settings, they didn't left any of the thing left behind and included every small thing which you can ever imagine. So personally, for a person who like much of customization, they must surely go with Ancient OS ROM. It's not less than a Resurrection Remix ROM where you will get tons and tons of customizations and you can completely customize your phone. Moving further in gestures, where you will get the AOSP gestures, where you will get the gesture navigation, 3-finger navigation and all the other stuff. They had included the preview pane, as you can see at the top of every of the settings, and that's look pretty fun and pretty cool. Adaptive playback is also available. You can set adaptive playback As you know, the feature of the adaptive playback, that the music will pause after some time at the inactivity, so that too works completely fine. Moving further in the other tile, you will get the power menu customizations where you can set the power menu. This is something device control which you can add to what all settings you want in the power menu, such as advanced reboot, screenshot, screen recording. All this works perfectly fine, and you can include or you can remove any of them without any issues. This is some stuff which you want to be handy. You can just press power button and you can have all of it. Moving further, in navigation bar is nothing but the whole pane is regarding the navigation pulse. All of the customizations is regarding navigation pulse. You can set custom color, the animation you want, the smoothing of the pulse and everything else. This entire section is dedicated to the navigation pulse. So that's something amazing. Regarding animations, then again this is also too mainstream stuff, and it's included in all the other custom ROMs where you can set various type of animations. Moving towards the buttons, you will get all the options regarding buttons, what all buttons you want to enable. Moving towards the battery, you will get some options regarding battery which is also included. System block per package, adaptive battery, aggressive battery options and all those stuff. Moving towards miscellaneous, you can see that all the miscellaneous options are available. This is gaming mode, we will come back to it after a while, and all the other miscellaneous options are available, so you can just enable, disable or have any of it. Ambient display options is also available, so yeah, ambient display option also works perfectly fine. So this is something I kept on hand wave, and you can see that ambient gesture option, ambient display option works perfectly cool and fine without any issues. Going further, this is all the ambient brightness and contrast you want to keep, so that you can save on some power, as the Poco F1 doesn't have AMOLED screen to have good amount of adjusted light. Moving towards the lock screen, you will get all the lock screen customizations you can ever imagine, and you will get in all the other custom ROMs. Charging animation, where you can keep all the other type of charging animations such as flash, bubble, lightning and all the other stuff. So that was regarding the customizations. Moving further in notification, there you will get all the stuff regarding Android 11 such as notification bubbles and some priorities setting and all the other stuff. Moving further in style, then again this is something we saw. Moving towards the lock screen, you will get some basic lock screen customization and all the other things. Going towards the quick settings panel, as you can see that all these options are available in quick settings panel. Moving towards the edit, then you can easily add or remove any of the tiles you want as per your needs, and that too works perfectly fine. Each and every tile works without any issues, and you can be access and you to all the other tiles which are included itself. So in terms of customizations, Ancient OS didn't left any of the choice, and they just included all the customization they could ever include. Now let's talk about the gaming performance in this ROM. So as I mentioned before, that the ROM also have gaming mode in the miscellaneous settings itself, and you will get all the basic gaming mode options which you get in the other ROMs too. So yes, gaming mode also works perfectly fine. You can just add any of the games and all those settings work pretty cool. Also you will get FPS counter, so that you can keep track on your game that how much frame it's getting consumed and if it's getting to its full potential at 60 FPS. So I just played Call of Duty Mobile, and in other ROMs you will face a small jitter at the start of the game when you just aim at any of the enemy. But the performance is optimized and you will not face any further lag or jitter. So yes, in terms of gaming, Ancient ROM is nailing it, and it's definitely fine and perfectly smooth. Now let's move towards the most horrible part, that is the battery performance. Battery performance, I said it's horrible because it's actually horrible. As you can see that it only gave out 5 to 6 hours of screen on time. On basic uses such as social media applications and about 2 to 3 gameplays of Call of Duty Mobile, it will last just for 5 to 6 hours, and worst case of all, it will might also last up to 4 hours. This is the very first time I have seen such horrible battery life in any of the Android 11 ROMs. I don't know why they released this version without looking much about battery performance, but yes, I can't guarantee, but I just hope that Ancient OS will release some future versions where battery life will be at least to 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. So yes, this in terms of battery performance, this ROM is a kind of failure, and it's not giving much good amount of battery life. Now let's talk towards the CTS bypass of Ancient OS. As usual, like all the other ROM, CTS gets bypassed out of the box. That just means that you can use all the payment applications and banking application. As you can see that Google Pay is working completely fine, and just that way you can use all the other payment applications like Paytm, PhonePe and all the other applications without any issues. Banking applications like PayZapp, HDFC Bank and all the other SBI, Yono and all the applications, you can work with it and it will not give any issue. The CTS gets bypassed, so no need to root. So let's move towards the Dirac sound enhancer and Gcam. So talking about the Dirac sound enhancer, then as usual when you get in all the other ROMs, moving towards the sound settings below, you will get the Dirac sound enhancer. Dirac sound enhancer is kind of important because as everyone knows, this is some of the great sound enhancer you will ever get. So yes, Dirac sound enhancer is present. Any of the stock camera is not available in ROM. So basically you have to install Gcam version 8.2, which you can install with ease by installing just a normal APK, and this camera works perfectly fine. 60 fps video recording and all the other options in photography works pretty smooth and stable, and you will get clear output in terms of videos and photos. So without any issues you can just install Gcam 8.2 and that will work pretty fine and smooth. So winding up with this, let's move towards the conclusion. So if you take my final words, then the thing is that the battery performance is the thing that everyone wants to be good, and it must be almost like 7 to 8 hours or maybe 6 to 7 hours, but in terms of battery, sorry to say, but this ROM is not that good. This is almost like at the level of worst, where you will get just 4 to 5 hours of screen on time on 100% battery charge, and when you just use some normal social media applications and do some 2 to 3 gameplays. So in terms of battery, this ROM is getting a complete failure, and I just wish that they fix this issue. And many of the people who use this ROM have also noticed that no matter how much customizations and how much great looks they have and how much features they include, but if the battery performance is not good, then user definitely will get frustrated and he will move to other ROM. So that was the honest suggestion from my side, as I also got very frustrated when I see that I just charge my phone now and now again is asking for more charging. Regarding all the other stuff, the ROM is completely smooth and stable just like other Android 11 ROMs. Also the looks are kind of different and also some new options are included. So that's it for this video guys. If you like this video, must make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe this channel for more such updates upcoming. And also comment down whichever issues you face or any of the problems or any of your opinion. I will reply all of them. So that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, happy flashing.